Welcome to Lecheng Pag-ibig to, everyone. Ito parang pagod na pagod pa po kami pareho ni Sam YG. But we managed to be here, of course, dahil hindi pwedeng ma-miss ang episode natin for this week. Dahil importante to.
Exactly. We are in the Burr months.
Yeah.
Which means traffic is getting bad.
Okay, sorry
I'm sure
na.
No. I'm sure you noticed. Not just, ito wala na pinipiling oras ha.
Wala
Morning,
na.
afternoon, evening. I was stuck on C5. I know you were also
Yesterday?
a bit late. No,
Today?
The past week. Walang pinipiling oras. 1 whole hour. C5 was so bad. For our friends in Cebu, Davao, all over the world. If you don't know, of course, EDSA C5, yun yung dalawang, sa Metro Manila at least, yung major thoroughfares natin. Traffic's getting bad. How else do we describe the Burr
Alam mo,
months?
malalaman mo talaga pag traffic na or pa bare months na. Pagka alas 4 ng umaga, sobrang lala na ng EDSA.
Are you serious?
Yes.
4
Hindi na siya
a.m.?
katulad before. Ilang years na ba ako in the industry sa radyo? Halos 40.
35.
Wow.
40 na pala.
Gago. Mga 14 years. Ganyan. I started 2012.
Okay.
Okay. So up to now, yan.
MOR, no?
Yes, with MOR.
2012.
Naranasan ko before kapag Pasko or kapag madaling araw na wala talaga halos sasakyan sa kalsada. Yung minsan matatakot ka mag-drive. Pero alam mo, papi, ngayon wala nang ganun. Wala na akong makita na. Sabi ko, ba't ganun? Kagaya kanina, papasok ako. Sabi ko, yung EDSA parang alas 6 ng umaga, alas 4 pa lang.
And that used to happen. I mean, nangyayari naman talaga yan. But that used to happen around November onwards.
Yes, pag malapit ng mag-December.
Mismo.
Ngayon, ang aga, October pa lang ang traffic na.
I don't know what's happening. All the construction, I know there are new...
Hindi, ang dami rin kasing mga nire-release na kotse, tapos di naman nababawasan yung mga sasakyan sa kalsada.
I know you have a new Prado. That's why I wanted to say that. Congratulations.
Yes,
Boss
gusto ko lang i-open
Bosco,
yun.
ha?
Thank you so much, Boss Oben. Maraming salamat naman. Nabahagian po tayo.
Sana
Pero,
naman yung Alphard dumating.
kita nyo, may bago na namang order.
Boss Oben.
Narinig nyo na.
Rich.
Pagkatapos ng
Boss Richard.
Cruiser Prado, ngayon may bago na naman po.
Hindi.
Pero deserve mo.
No,
Seriously, you deserve it. Kasi life is short.
Yes.
Bilin mo lang ng bilin.
And Alphard
Because
is
tomorrow
shorter.
we don't know kung nandito pa tayo.
And I realized, no, sorry, this is off topic.
Uh-huh.
Me being a car guy, alam mo naman yan.
I know it.
Na-realize ko, because we have a Yaris Cross na hybrid.
Yes.
Na-realize ko ang power ng hybrid.
Oh?
My God. 1,000.
Ang tipid.
Sorry, not to ano, but 1,000, this is not even paid. 1,600 goes from empty to full for the Yaris Cross. No? And sobrang, pag nasa traffic, namamatay yung engine eh. So,
galing.
yung mga gapang-gapang,
Oo.
technically it's just using the battery.
Yeah.
So, wala kang gastos.
Husay.
So, I think just for good measure, if you're coming from Ortigas, going to Tagaytay, you can make 4 full round trips.
So, mas yan yung ginagamit mo ngayon?
Yes.
Oo, lalo na
Para
mas mataas yung gasolina ngayon.
hindi masakit sa bulsa. And I know it's traffic so bad.
Yeah.
Yun ang talagang ano.
Yun ang sagot.
Yeah. So if you guys have a chance, I know there are a lot of brands with
Tapos sabi
hybrids.
ng mga nakikinig, as if naman kailangan magtipid ni Sam YG.
Oy! Hindi.
Nararamdaman mo ba?
Kailangan
Like the
talaga
inflation?
magtipid. Oh, naman.
Nararamdaman mo yung hirap ng buhay na nararamdaman naming lahat?
Don't me,
No,
Chacha.
look me in the eyes.
I don't wanna look in the eye. I wanna look at the camera.
Hindi, tignan mo ko sa mga mata ko at sabihin mo sa akin nararanasan mo ang hirap.
Ramdam ko. Hindi, seryoso. Lahat naman tayo.
Oh, lahat tayo.
That's actually what we're gonna talk about on the podcast.
Yeah.
I think, of course, on Instagram, everybody projects the good life. Especially when you look up to the celebrities, diba? Parang sarap naman ang buhay niyan.
True.
Ang ganda naman ng ganito. But nobody really knows what happens behind the scenes. And I post some quotes every so often
Yeah.
on my Instagram just to remind people that what you see on Instagram, social media has made us believe that being successful, being happy, more often than not, is financial. Diba? Pag you have a nice bag, car, house, whatever, feeling mo,
Naging sukatan
sukatan,
ng
nakaka-travel.
success. Oo.
Diba? Business class, ganyan.
Oo.
That's what makes people happy. But even those people who are posting all these financial success stories, meron sila, everybody has their own struggles
Sigurado.
that people probably don't get to know. Kasi nga, what I always describe social media as a 5-star hotel.
Okay.
Name me your favorite hotel.
Hindi ako masyado ma-hotel eh. Motel siguro. Charay, chika lang.
Doon tayo,
Joke
Zik.
lang. Pa-edit out.
Si Zik na panapanguya. Sabi niya, motel, alam ko rin yan.
Sabi ni Nizik, parang doon ako nakaka-relate. Bakit?
Olivia
Bakit?
Rodrigo yung
Bakit social media is parang a 5-star hotel?
Sige, name me na lang one. I'm sure we've...
Shangri-La, yung pinakamalapit. Shangri-La.
You go to Shangri-La Fort, diba? You enter, oh my God, so grand. The chandelier's beautiful.
Yes.
Grand staircase and whatnot. People greet you. Hi, good evening. Have you ever been to the back end of a hotel?
Ano?
Where the employees enter, where the war room is? Have you ever seen? Talagang
Nakita ka
more often than not, semento. As in, parang, normal.
Sa events, nakakita tayo ng sa
Then you
events.
see all the pipes. Diba? Yan, Pag dumadaan ka sa likod sa events, exactly, diba? The war room sa
Kumbaga
mga
yung
kusina.
katotohanan.
Correct. But as us, as guests, diba? When you enter a hotel, oh my God, so beautiful. Ganda, diba?
Ganda ng treatment.
Right. So that's how
Hindi
I
natin
describe
alam kung
social
paano
media.
sila nahihirapan sa likod.
Correct. So there. I one example that recently, si Robbie Domingo. I'm not sure if you saw his video. He was crying on Instagram. Kasi nga, birthday blues. Si Papi Rob.
Nabash pa nga siya because of that.
Yes.
And I don't know. Well, nagigets
My wife
ko
had a
naman
different take. I had a different take on it.
Pareho kayong dalawa.
To cut the long story short, if you haven't seen the video, he was crying kasi nga 35 na siya and he was expecting to be a dad by 35. And she's the type of person that gusto niya, planado lahat sa buhay. Na pag ito, gusto ko ganito na ako.
At saka pag hindi nangyayari, nag-frustrate siya. May mga ganong tao di ba? We plan everything. Pag hindi siya nangyayari, nadadown tayo agad.
True. And I always want to remind people that sometimes, of course, in God's time, as they say, diba? But sometimes things don't happen, relationships don't happen, people break up, you end the job, things don't work out because maybe it's not really for you. Maybe God has other plans for you.
Has better plans for you. Ako naniniwala ko dyan. Dati, masama loob ko pag hindi umaayon sa kung ano yung gusto kong mangyari. But I don't know, siguro as we mature, mas napag-iisip-isip natin na may mga bagay talaga sa buhay natin na feeling ko kaya hindi iniayon mangyari sa atin ni Lord. Wow, Pastora Chacha! I'm not super religious pero syempre naniniwala tayo sa Diyos. Nagsisimba din tayo. Pero I do believe na yung mga nangyayari sa atin, nangyayari siya because it's meant to happen and feeling ni Lord, makakabuti yun for us. Pag hindi binigay sa atin, ibig sabihin, hindi siya makakabuti for us. There are other plans for us na mas makakaganda. Biglang may nag-message. So, ibig niyo po sabihin, yung mga nakukulong po ba, yung mga pangit yung nangyayari, yun talaga yung plano ng Diyos para sa kanila? Kumbaga, yung mga pangit na nangyari sa kanila, yun ang ginustong... Siyempre, meron pa rin part sa atin na tayo nagde-decide. I feel like si Lord meron siyang iba't ibang path na binibigay sa atin. And then tayo, dahil binigyan niya tayo ng isip, tayo ang mag-iisip where kung saan man tayong path tatahak or pupunta. So it's a collaboration between you and the Lord.
Yeah, so I text the Lord sometimes, let's collab. Can we collab?
Alam mo, sabi nga nila, dapat daw pag may gusto ka, hindi mo pinipray na, you know when we're young, kung paano tayo magdasal kay Lord, naalala mo ba? Pag bata tayo, pag nagdadasal tayo, yan! Gusto ko po ng ganito, gusto ko po ng ganyan. Do you remember your wishes and your prayers nung wala ka pa dyan, nung hindi pa ikaw si Samo IG?
Yeah. I'm gonna throw it back to when I was...
Ano yung hiniling mo na ngayon, eto na, binigay sa'yo? Na ganun ka magdasal na, Lord, sana po ganito, bigay mo naman sa akin to.
Oh, wow. Naalala ko lang nung grade 3, mga toys, mga Ninja Turtles.
Mga ganun kasimple.
Wini-wish ko. Tapos siguro when
nung medyo may mas isip ka na.
Nung high school, gusto mo na medyo, siguro, Gucci na sapatos, mga ganun.
Oh, really?
Diba? Oh, tapos, progression of life. Siyempre, as you get older, iba na yung wants. Like, I wouldn't want a Ninja Turtle now. Ano gagawin ko dun, di ba?
Have you ever prayed for parang a partner na gusto mo? Like, specific ka na gusto ko ganito yung klase ng partner na makasama ko?
I prayed for a partner, but to be super
yung bang specific ka na, Lord, gusto ko po ng ganitong asawa, gusto ko po maganda siya, gusto ko po maalalahanin, masipag sa bahay.
Of course, the basics, I think na sana ganun, di ba? But, yun nga, like I said, you can't also, whatever ibigay ni Lord or whatever comes your way for that matter, you also have to accept it kasi lahat, hindi naman tayo perfect di ba? So, meron tayong pagkukulang. So, you just have to kind of manage everything.
Oh, kasi ako I remember when I prayed for a partner nung daddy ni Sab na hindi nag-work. Very specific ako.
Okay.
Kasi may nagturo sa akin na dapat daw sa mga prayers natin, specific daw tayo what we want. Kung ano yung gusto natin mangyari. Ngayon, dahil ikaw na yan, Sam YG, kung sakaling nandun ka na sa level na parang feeling mo yung mga halimbawa, kung di relationship, kung yung mga material things tapos ka na doon, yung prayer mo na is, if you want something, parang laging ang dating na is, if eto yung gusto ko, if it's up to you, if gusto mo mangyari siya or not. Pero with a partner, naaalala ko, very specific ako ng gusto ko. Gusto ko, wag pong manloloko. Puro as in talagang...
Mga ganon.
Oh, kasi nga...
Okay, I think that's all just quite general.
Yes.
I still think, for both a guy and a girl, sino naman may gustong partner na manloloko?
No, what I'm trying to say is, dun sa mga single ngayon, if you're praying for someone, lalo kung wala ka pang jowa ngayon, dapat specific ka daw sa gusto mong maging partner. Pero tama din yun.
Ganon.
Oh, pwede rin ganon kung yun talaga yung gusto mo.
Nagde-deodorant, ganon.
Huwag namang ganun ka-specific.
Ano ba?
Grabe naman yung may race pa and
Diba?
all. Pero yun lang, naisingit lang natin. Ba't pa tayo napunta dun?
Kung saan tayo napupunta sa podcast. But we were just saying that, you, like for us, I think one big question for me and Hessa, which a lot of people would ask, and you ask also, is that, wala ba kayong balak magka-kids? Diba?
And you get tired when people ask you about that.
Before we do, no? And I remember there was this comment in one of my Instagram posts na medyo, especially as I was taken aback. I was disappointed. Munti ko na patulan pero hindi ko pinatulan, no? Sabi niya, mukhang mas mauna pa yata magkakanak yung aso niyo si Chili kaysa sa inyo.
Kailan yan?
Screaming cap ko nga eh.
Kailan yan?
I was about to post it.
Ay, dito
Teka,
natin. Flash natin dito. Flash natin dito.
No, I was really about to post it on my feed.
Teka, wait. Ano yung post mo? Tapos ba't nag-comment ng gano'n?
Wala. Me, Essa and Chili na isang
okay.
picture. Parang gano'n.
Nag-reply ka?
No. I was about to. Munti ko siya i-post sa main page and put my comments
Dinelete
there na parang nag-ano na.
Dinelete mo or dinelete niya?
Hindi,
Nahiya siya?
I slept on it for a night and I said parang, okay, this person does not know me. Why am I so affected by a post of a person that does not know me, does not know the struggles that I go through, no, does not know if we are ready? Kasi who are you to say na, for me, sorry, I'm just gonna say this out loud, but who are you to say na, magkaanak na kayo? Bakit? Kayo ba magpapalaki ng anak? Diba? Kayo ba magiging parents?
Bakit pala desisyon?
Bakit? For somebody who doesn't know you, bakit kayo nagsasabi ng mga ganyan eh? Diba, it's, if you become a parent, it's you that's gonna raise the kid.
Yes.
Ikaw magkaka-sleepless nights.
Oo naman.
Hindi naman yung nag-comment sa Instagram mo eh.
Hindi ko sure kung ilang taon na yung nag-comment sa'yo, pero feeling ko kasi most of the people na mas may edad ganyan yung mindset.
Yes.
Mas malawak yung pangunawa ng mga kasing edad natin and lalo na ng Gen Z ngayon. Kung mapapansin nyo nga, sobrang yung edad ng mga kinakasal ngayon, hindi nakagaya nung era ng mga nanay at tatay natin. Mas late sila.
I am actually gonna go to an article I just read, which I think was just posted about a month ago, that Gen Zs are actually less and less are actually they get into relationships, yes, pero ayaw na magkaanak.
Oo, hindi na
They'd
kagaya.
rather have pets.
Yes.
They'd rather, but because of many reasons. So I was looking into the reasons. Bakit nga ba ayaw nila magkaanak? Number one, a lot of people are afraid of the situation here in the Philippines.
Hirap ng buhay.
Hirap
Pangit
buhay.
ng gobyerno.
Exactly. Do you really want to raise a kid in
Ikaw
this?
ba dito? Dito mo gusto? Or parang ako kasi ko ako tatanungin kung may chance na yung mga anak ko mga
Mag-aaral
ibang
abroad.
bansa kayo or kung kaya namin kayo pag-aralin sa
Diba?
ibang bansa. Doon na kayo, dire-diretso kayo
Dumadami.
with everything that's happening. Tapos pag nakikita mo kung sino yung mga nagpa-file ng certificate of
Correct.
candidacy,
Diba?
right?
Do you really want to raise your kids in a country like this na
But sometimes you don't have a choice.
Correct. I love
Yun
the
nga
Philippines so much, pero minsan nga parang it gets frustrating na, shit, saan ba tayo pupunta?
Yeah.
Diba? Do we see the country improving in the next 5 years, 10 years? Do we? I'm gonna leave that question for you guys to answer. Hindi ko na sagutin yan, diba? And that's why more Gen Zs, aside from that, I also, number
Di ba
two
dahil
reason.
go-getter sila? Mas yun yung
Yes.
number one reason. Aside from, the fact na tsaka talaga magkaroon ng pamilya dito sa Pilipinas.
That was also one of the reasons. I'm not sure which chronological order, no, which came as more important. Number three also came in na pumasok was the money or the financial situation or the amount of money it takes to actually raise a kid.
Oo, kung
Magkano tuition ngayon? Like, you guys have 3 kids.
Yes.
So, I can just imagine, pag nag-college lahat yan,
Nasabay-sabay kung papaano.
knowing the Philippines na dito kasi college, parents pa rin eh.
Oo.
Not like in other countries, after
Hindi
high
kagaya
school,
sa ibang
bahala
bansa.
ka na dyan.
True. Oo.
Gusto mo mag-college.
Hanggang magtrabaho nga eh. Hanggang di ka pa, kumbaga wala ka
Oh,
pang
yeah.
ipon, di mo pa kaya magsulo, pwede ka sa bahay.
Correct. That's why nga uso nga yung naging tradition dati na your first paycheck, ilibre mo yung family mo.
Uubusin mo sa pamilya mo, parang gano'n.
Para sa little token of giving back, quote-unquote, so to speak. Speaking of jobs, we have a very interesting letter as
Yes,
you
eto
mentioned,
na.
diba?
Oo nga, baka mawala
Oo, wala
tayo.
tayo. Medyo malalim na usapan natin. No?
Alright, so meron nag-message sa atin dito.
Buti naman may nagme-mention. but before that, no, sorry.
You guys can message.
Yes, and also we want to appreciate everybody that showed
Thank you.
so much love on our return or our comeback dito sa Legend Pag-ibig to. We want to thank the Pod Network, of course, for being our new home. Grabe, sobrang hardworking na mga tao dito, no? Si Jeff, si
Dito na sila nakatira sa sobrang sipag nila.
si Jasper, no?
As in.
Our
At ang bayad pakapi lang, no? Tama ba ako?
Oo. Si Jasper, no? Of course, our manager for the podcast. Grabe, kagabi nandito na siya, 8 p.m.
Ah, talaga?
He slept here.
Wow.
Hindi natulog.
Magkayakap sila ni Zeke?
Oo. Si Dick pumapayat eh.
Oo. Wow, ay,
yeah,
ko nagyayakapan. Sana nakikita niyo po silang dalawa. But
yeah.
we're so thankful with our team here, yung mga kasama po namin dito.
At saka Dede, grabe. Dedication.
Kala ko anong dede. Tapos sinabi niya yung word na yun, tumingin siya sa dede ko, boys.
Naghang.
Dede, tas tumingin sa dede ko.
Naghang.
Wala kang makikita dyan kasi yung harap parang likod. Yung harap parang likod.
No, but once again, thank you to all the wonderful
Thanks,
messages.
boys.
And everybody, we hope you guys keep listening to the podcast. We do promise to give you more episodes in the coming days. And on that note, Chacha.
Oo, tsaka na-excite ako ngayon every time magre-record kami ni Sam. Kasi nga wala nang log. So, mas madaling magchikahan.
Correct.
Alright. So, ito. Nag-message muna siya sa Instagram Facebook page ng Lecheng Pag-ibig to. Hanapin niyo po kami dyan. We are also on Instagram. You can send a message just in case meron kayong gustong ikwento or gusto kayong ihingi ng kung ano man chorva or gusto niyo na makipagkwentuhan sa amin. You guys can do that. Sabi niya nung una dun sa message niya, napakinggan niya yung episode natin about you quitting your job.
Boys Night Out to be
Boys
specific.
Night Out, yeah. Kasi yun sa mga di nakakaalam.
Marami
Pero for
tayong
sure,
trabaho.
alam yung lahat yan. Nag-trending yung post sa'yo ni Sam na, yun nga, goodbye magic na siya. So sabi niya dun sa intro nung usapan namin, sinasabi niya sa akin, pwede ba ako mag-share? Sabi ko, of course, pwede naman. Kasi nakikinig nga daw siya dun sa episode natin and he felt na parang nakaka-relate siya sa'yo. So tago na
And I
natin
have to
siya sa
admit-
pangalang Melo. Pero hindi yung, kasi the reason why you quit your job is because you wanted to grow.
Yeah,
Yung sa kanya, medyo iba. Medyo nababaliw siya sa working environment at sa boss niya.
Okay. It's easier, no, before we even get to that, it's easier to leave a job if you have another job waiting.
Yeah.
But to leave a job na just to leave it as walang nakaabang,
Yun na nga eh,
that's a very
exactly.
scary thing.
Exactly.
And I had to go
And that's
through
what you did. Diba? Though alam naman natin, kaliwat kanan yung hostings mo.
Back to you, Chacha. Back
Pero
to the
kasi
letter.
mahirap pa rin buhay ng freelancer. Alam
Of
natin
course.
yan,
Seasonal,
right?
like, diba COVID, zero tayo.
Yun na nga.
Zero tayo
So
na.
nag-worry ka pa rin minsan kung magkaroon ng COVID ulit since ito yung bread and butter mo ngayon.
Of course.
Okay, so ito, medyo iba ng konti pero may kinalaman pa rin sa trabaho. Kasi sinasabi niya nga, hindi niya alam kung paano magkaroon ng courage kagaya nung ginawa mo nung time na iiwan mo yung magic. So sabi niya dito, hello Chacha and Sam. I've listened to your podcast where Sam is discussing tungkol sa pag-alis niya sa Magic. Now, ang problema ko is how to mentally be able to cope with being micromanaged if I can't leave this job yet due to various reasons. And di ko naman ma-discuss sa boss ko yung change na gusto ko mabago. How not to go crazy? Please send help. Ito yung mga behavior na binanggit niya ng kanyang boss. Approval before every email, changing on minor things like tones and wordings. Very disorganized and bombarding group text like 400 messages a day sa group chat namin.
This is from the boss.
Yes.
Okay.
Ito yung, dinadescribe niya yung boss niya kung paano. jumping in to review every task with different tiny groups of people before discussing with wider group that are all involved, making it super inefficient and inconsistent. Voice note recordings every single day for everyone to report on what we did.
Okay.
At ang higit sa lahat, pag nasa office na kami, eto na yung pinakamalala. And because may edad na tong boss ko, every time na papasok siya, pag Monday, consistent, mainit ang ulo niya. Pag Friday, masaya siya. Dahil senior citizen na siya, there are times na laging mainit ang ulo niya. Any suggestions would be much appreciated. I am really going crazy. The pay's good, pero sobrang micromanager ng boss ko. Thank you for all your ideas kung ano man yung ibibigay nyo. I always listen to your podcast, Melo.
Melo, thank you so much for your letter. Tawag dito. A lot of things to
Nagkaroon
be...
ka ba nun? Micromanager boss?
Well, I guess... Well, let's talk about sa magic.
Micromanager, sabi nung
Sino,
isa, gumaganon-ganon, no?
Wala.
Parang mabait naman mga boss natin dito.
Hindi, may mga taong ganun eh. May mga taong... My wife is a micromanager.
Okay. I think I am a micromanager.
I'm not saying like with her work only. Like sa bahay, every little thing has to be maayos. That's part of it. That's part of it.
Pag wife, ganun talaga.
Even at work. But she's also very particular about work. Like now, she's a consultant for a company. Pero she's still, hindi na mapigilan mag-micromanage.
Paano?
Even if I tell her already na, babe, technically, hindi mo na trabaho yan.
So wait lang, you mean to say yung pagiging micromanager sa office, nauuwi rin pala yun sa bahay?
I think it's a habit.
Okay.
Diba? I think micromanaging is maybe an attitude, a habit. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Some people do it very well. That's why I'm referring to my wife who does it so well.
Okay. Nabanggit natin yung word na micromanager. Siguro define muna natin siya. Ano ba yung micromanager?
Okay. Let's say okay. Let's talk about the company. At the company, siguro meron kang presidente ng kumpanya. Sorry, no? Tapos meron kang VP for marketing, VP for finance, VP for ganito. So, si VP for marketing, siya na dapat bahala mag-micro sa mga si VP for marketing, meron niyang marketing officers sa ilalim niyan, 'di ba? It's a whole corporate ladder, 'di ba? So, si marketing officer will report to VP. VP will report to president. To cut it simply, or put simply. But the thing is, minsan si president gusto niya siya na mismo kausap doon kay sa mga nasa parang, ilalim, di ba?
Ano ba yan? Issue ba yun ng wala siyang tiwala? Doon sa mas mga mababa sa kanya?
I don't think it's an issue of wala siyang tiwala sa nasa baba sa kanya. Minsan, hindi lang siya mapakali. Gusto niyan alam niya bawat isang galaw na nangyayari.
Kasi if you have people down you, and you know na may kanya-kanya silang task, and every single day, ganun yung ginagawa mo.
Nakakapagod yun mag-micromanage.
Yun nga I mean, parang feeling ko issue of trust siya, na parang parang feeling mo ba, ikaw lang may kaya ng lahat? Or natatakot ka, it's either issue of trust or natatakot ka mag-fail yung project na hawak nyo. Kaya ima-micromanage mo lahat.
In the case
kahit
of
kaya na nila, gagawin mo.
Or you just wanna know, let's say, sige, natawagan na ba si ganito?
Yan.
Diba? Na trabaho na yan ni marketing officer, hindi nga na trabaho ni VP yan eh. Trabaho na. Ikaw, kailangan mo malaman kung natawagan na tong taon to at kung ano nangyari.
Yeah.
Diba? I'm gonna take it back to how Esa is, no? Like I said, she's very good at what she does.
Yeah.
She's a micromanager just cause I think, and this is how I analyze her, no? She would not accept anything that would go wrong, no? And number two, tawag dito, if her name is on a project or on a certain
so perfectionist.
Yes.
Magkapatid ang micromanager.
Medyo, I guess you could put that in one sentence, no? But if her name is on a certain project o kasama sa listahan, hindi siya papayag na merong mali. Tama, perfectionist. So she has to know everything that's happening under that area.
Or pwede ka rin ba maging perfectionist na hindi ka micromanager?
Of course, I think pwede naman.
Pero yun nga, sinasabi kasi sa atin dito nung letter sender
But where do you draw the
natin.
line? I think that's a question.
And have you ever experienced being micromanaged at work? Kasi
Hindi pa naman na sobrang kasi
kakapagod siya.
oo, kasi at one point,
Diba, hindi pong, lalo na kung matagal ka na dun sa kumpanya and alam mo naman na nagagawa mo ng maayos yung trabaho mo
Yun.
pero ayaw ka tantanan
yun.
na kailangang i-remind sa'yo everyday what to do.
I think it's the feeling of wala ka bang tiwala sa akin?
Ayun na nga. At medyo masakit yun for an employee who's really doing naman his or her best for the company. Lalo pa kung wala ka pa namang maling nagagawa pero parang kahit alam mong kaya mo, kinukuha sa'yo yung trabaho or kailangang i-manage ka pa para gawin yun.
I think when you're starting off in a company, of course, kailangan
That's okay.
iba yun. But if
Diba?
you've been there
Feeling
for
ko
a
okay
while,
lang ma-micromanage ka kung nagsisimula ka pa lang. Pero kung 6 years ka na dyan, minsan nga kung 2 years pa lang or 1 year, mina-micromanage ka pa rin hanggang ngayon. Sakit yun sa ulo. But at the same time, ako naman, tinitignan ko on the part na baka naman si micromanager sees something in you that could be a potential na, uy, magaling tong batang to, ide-develop ko ng husto. Kaya kami na micromanage. May mga ganun ding pagkakataon.
I agree. It's a tricky situation kasi I'm trying to figure out if it sounds like si Melo is getting annoyed.
Annoyed na.
Diba?
Oo.
Na
Yung
medyo-
400 messages a day.
Oo.
Tapos nabanggit niya na parang on day off nila, wala silang day off halos.
And I think that's something that we all came to realize, especially nung pandemic,
True.
na talagang kailangan ng work-life balance. You would go crazy
I know.
if all you do is work and work and work. More people are taking vacations. More people are taking days off because you need it. Because you need a break. Diba? Work is important. Yes, money is important. But also, your mental health is important. I, myself, hindi ako niniwala dati sa pag-take ng bakasyon.
Oo,
break.
dire-diretso ka ratsyada.
Then I realized whenever I take vacations, when I come back, I feel so
Mas
refreshed.
refresh ka.
Ang
Oo,
dami
mas
kong
masarap
ideas.
magtrabaho.
Oo,
True.
ang dami ko nagagawa. For this particular situation, I think tricky kasi boss mo yan eh. Diba? Let's
And it's a good paying job, yun ang sabi niya.
Correct. Let's put
At
it
di
out
niya
there.
maiwan for various reasons. So hindi lang dahil sa ganda ng sweldo. Sometimes kasi na alam mo, gusto mo yung trabaho, okay yung sweldo, okay din naman yung mga katrabaho. Meron ka lang isang micromanager na boss na hindi mo kayang i-handle. Hindi mo alam kung paano i-handle. So nahirapan siya to let go of that job. Yun yung sinasabi ni Melo kanina.
And ito pa tricky, no? Lalo na pag mayroong mga boss na, sige, dami messages. Kaya kahit Sunday, tapos di ka nag-reply. Magagalit sa'yo.
Yung mapapagalitan ka.
Papagalitan ka.
Nangyari na ba sa inyo yung ganyan? Yung
Hassle
bawal kayo
yun, ha?
mag-day off?
Oo, diba?
Oh my God!
Kasi minsan okay lang. If there's
Sakit
something,
sa ulo. Di ba meron sa ibang bansa, alam mo, pinopropose din yun dito sa Pilipinas ha, yung pag-weekend na papayagan yung mga employees na okay lang hindi kayo mag-reply, isasama yun sa mga benefits and rights ng mga empleyado na during your day off or during weekends, pag wala ka sa trabaho, okay lang na talagang hindi ka mag-reply sa boss mo.
That is correct. Now, case in point, your boss texts you on a Sunday. Diba? Sunday is like family day. That's your day off. Hindi ka nag-reply. Nagalit siya sa'yo. Kasi, let's say if it's not urgent, no? Nagalit siya sa'yo kasi hindi ka nag-reply. Aba. Then I think there's a problem there. Kasi, it is where it gets tricky, no? Yung boundary.
Ay, naku,
Nakakross.
hindi alam niya na ibang tao.
Oo.
Yung salitang boundary.
I'm gonna bring this up straight
Diba?
up. I'm gonna bring this
Alam mo
up
kaya
straight
minsan
up.
pag nag-message ako sa mga kakilala natin na racket, pag Sunday, minsan kasi Sunday lang ako nakakapag-reply or weekends kasi
Yes.
yun lang yung minsan na free time ko naman. Pag weekend ako nakakapag-reply, nagsusorry pa ako dun sa mini-message ko.
Sorry, it's a weekend.
Yes, na nag-reply ako ng
I think
weekend
that's a good
kasi
thing to do.
I
Yeah, I agree.
know
Ako.
na
Sana,
pahinga
oo.
natin, right? Pero kung meron kang boss na alam naman pahinga mo ng weekend, tas pinapagalitan ka pag di ka nagre-reply, girl, paano?
For me,
Lalo if it's a good paying job, my gosh.
sabi nga nila, wala.
Lunok-lunok na lang ba to ng sakit ng ulo?
You can't have everything eh. What if it pays so well? Kaso nga
What
lang,
if
you
that's
have to
you?
deal-
What if you're Melo?
Okay.
It's a good paying job, pero
You have to
toxic
deal with-
talaga yung boss, sobrang micromanager. Plus, you love your job. Gusto mo yung trabaho, good paying, pero yung boss lang talaga yung problema. Okay din yung workmates. Okay din yung company.
Okay.
But your boss is super toxic.
I think you would tolerate it for a while,
Uh-huh.
but there will come a point where you're gonna be fed up.
True.
You're gonna be done with that shit.
Laging may boiling point.
Everything has a boiling point. There are things you would tolerate because of money. As they say, everything has a price. Diba?
Napag-usapan natin yan last time.
Sabi mo, high-paying job mo, you're getting paid 500,000 pesos a month. Pero
sarap.
Pero may boss ka na kahit Sunday, diba? Kahit
Hindi ka
Sunday,
tatantanan.
Hindi ka tatantanan. Are you willing to go that route? Maybe.
Kung si Sam yun, if that was you.
For me, maybe, honestly,
You'd
like
stay?
I said before, I would. Now I wouldn't.
Wow.
Now I wouldn't.
Palakpakan nyo naman. Let go yung 500,000 per month.
Hindi yun. Nabavalue ko na rin kasi yung peace of mind ko, yung time ko
And
alone.
mental health.
My mental health, my time to be with my wife. You know?
Doon mo na-realize after you quit your job.
Oo.
Actually, there's nothing wrong naman with your boss. Super bait nga. Problema lang is, parang wala ka ng pahinga. And you felt like, kailangan na talaga mamili.
Correct. So, going back to Melo, I think there's no better way to deal with something like this than to talk to your boss. No.
Ay, hindi nga daw. Sinabi niya. Nandun sa message niya.
Alam ko, pero...
Sabi niya, basahin ko ulit, guys. Sabi niya, can't really discuss with the boss about changes.
Kaya nga. But if
hello, di ka ba matatakot noon? Kahit ako senior na, tas boss, tas micromanager pa. Paano mo kakausapin yun na, boss, micromanager ka eh.
Hindi, okay.
Amats mo rin eh. Alam ko na to lahat, tuturo mo pa sa akin.
Hindi, pero sa akin, sige, kung talagang if you can't even talk to the person,
then leave.
That's your answer.
Leave?
Unless you're willing to deal with that for the
rest of your
lahat tayo
life.
may threshold.
Tama.
Lahat
Threshold.
tayo may threshold. Kahit pera yan, sige, money is good. You're gonna swallow your pride, do whatever para sa pera, sige. Pero at one point, maniwala ka, you're gonna reach that point na sabi mo, enough is enough.
Yeah.
Diba? Papayag ka, basusin ka, sige, ganitong amount. Okay, papayag ka for a while. But at a certain age or whatnot, you were not gonna tolerate it also. And that's why he's writing us.
And
kasi nakakapagod na eh. It's not only physically draining, it's mentally
I
draining.
think more than physically. Minsan kasi hindi yung trabaho yung nakakapagod. Yung katrabaho. 'Di ba? Minsan kaya mo yung load ng work. Kaya pansinin nyo, dun sa mga company na kahit di naman kalakihan yung sweldo, pero mababait yung boss. Nagtataka kayo, no? People stay.
Because of the environment.
Yes, not because of the money, not because of the good paying job, kundi dahil maayos yung boss nila.
I forget which...
Eto hindi ko masabi na maliit naman sinusweldo ng mga taga-Toyota. Toyota ni na Boss Costco. Pero alam mo yung mga trabahante
sobrang
nila,
happy.
11 years, sobrang tagal na. Ganon katatagal sa kanila. I met someone more than 20 years pa nga daw yata.
I know, I've hosted their company parties for years.
You'll realize na, sabihin na natin na hindi kalakihan, sakto lang.
But there's a reason why they stay.
Minsan kasi it's really that eh. Like the relationship na mabubuo mo dun sa mga ka-work mo.
I also remember, I'm not sure if it was Google or one of the offices in the Philippines. Also, when I visited Spotify, the office in Singapore, talagang there's an area where people can hang out, a little pantry area na where people can relax muna, ganon, while you're at work. Because they are starting to put value on, on taking a break, on also having time for yourself, diba? Because people become more productive that way. People have to realize that we are not machines. Kahit nga yung aircon, kailangan mo i-off eh. Paminsan-minsan. Subukan mo
Ang sasakyan nga, kailangan change oil.
May kilala nga tayo.
Diba? Bakit?
Si Change Oil King. Hindi ko lang pwede sabihin kung sino. No?
Ibang change oil yata yung sinasabi mo. Pero ang ganda nung sinabi ni Sam.
Kotse nga. Kailangan mo patayin eh.
Correct. Tao lalo.
Diba?
Huwag mong patayin. Pahinga. Pahinga kailangan natin pagka sa mga ganyang klase ng sitwasyon. But ang ganda nung sinabi mo siguro sa una yung mga tao na di pa makakaalis sa ganyang klase ng work, ng boss or ng micromanager boss, yung nag-iipon pa.
Yes, yun nga.
Diba? Ipon muna, ipon, okay. But there will come a point where mapapagod ka. Mapapagod ka dahil yung feeling na ang liit mo kasi minamanage ka even if kaya mo.
And yun nga, they think you're machines. And for them, don't get me wrong, for them kasi, okay lang yun. Ugali nila yun eh. Diba? And you can't change something like that.
Oo, totoo.
For them, there's nothing wrong with it.
Don't take it too negatively or super against them. Kasi meron din naman mga tao na pag nasa trabaho lang tayo.
Hindi, tsaka sa kanila, work is life. That's all that that is to it.
Uy, oo nga.
Aminin natin.
Yung
there
mga
are people-
micromanagers are really like that. Oo, totoo.
Not
Work is life sa kanila.
Not naman all, pero sa kanila, hindi sila hindi sila work to live Live to work. They
Ayoko ng
live
ganun.
para magtrabaho.
Ang hirap nung ganun.
'Di ba? Yun yung that's all their life revolves around.
Yeah.
Well, they probably don't have too many friends they hang out with or whatever. Or
Or
let's say,
nasanay na ganun.
let's say may get together yung friends nila. Hindi, pero may work ako So pipili ko yung work.
Inuuna lagi yung trabaho.
Diba, may family gathering ako.
And because umiikot yung mundo nila sa trabaho, gusto nila, pati
Yes.
yung mga ka-work nila, ganun din ang buhay.
And not
na parang
everybody's
nasa
like
utak
that.
nila, kung nagawa ko to ngayon,
Yep.
ganun kabilis, dapat
Correct.
ikaw din.
Kung ganito ako ugali ko, dapat ganyan din kayo.
Oo. Kung
And-
ako nagre-reply during weekends, nag-work kahit weekend, kahit hindi na bayad, dapat kayo rin.
Diba, ako nga yung boss, ginagawa ko to ba't kayo hindi ganyan? Diba?
So sa akin dito sa letter sender natin, stay if kaya mo pa,
Until-
mag-ipon, hanggat kaya. Pero yeah, there will come a point, ikaw mismo mapapagod.
Yes.
Ikaw din mismo aayaw. Because ang hirap to be or to work with
Or
someone
the
na parang
culture na ganun.
hindi lang yung culture yung feeling ng parang ang taas-taas mo tas ang liit mo parate whenever you're around that person.
Hindi, kahit
Kasi
nga-
mina-micromanage ka nga pag micromanager, lahat alam ko, tuturo ko sa'yo. Kahit alam mo na yan, tuturo ko pa rin, ito gawin mo. Ganun sila.
kahit ng mga doktor diba? The doctors are on call but they're only gonna be called if it's a critical situation. Na, Doc, punta ka naman di sa hospital kasi medyo critical tong pasyente mo.
True.
That's the only time that they will go. Otherwise, yeah, send me a message. I'll read it. Okay, I'll check up on you on Monday. I'll check on Monday what's happening. Unless nagpa-flatline ka dyan, okay, punta ako dyan ngayon.
Oo. Kundi emergency, huwag mo ko istorbohin.
Correct. I mean, yun nga, you'll read. I don't mind reading messages on a Sunday.
Yeah.
I get emails on a Sunday or
Yeah.
whatnot. I'll read it, but I'll reply on a Monday.
Wow.
I'll read it.
Special ko, nire-replyan mo ako na weekend.
Oh, siyempre naman. Meron tayong mga pinipili rin naman na re-replyan natin. Diba?
Pero
So,
ito, to wrap this up,
Yeah.
work-life balance, sobrang importante po niyan ngayon. Alam mo, minsan nga sa pagka sobrang toxic ng work schedule ko, sometimes I think, sana magka-COVID ulit.
seryoso?
Minsan napapaganon ako, parang gusto ko lang ulit tumigil yung mundo kung saan nasa bahay lang tayo, sa lahat naman tayo pwede magtrabaho ng nasa bahay lang. I know it's bad. Sorry.
I mean,
Siguro
not
sobrang pagod
not the
ko.
pandemic, syempre. I mean, just,
hindi yung may mamamatay.
Correct,
Gusto
correct.
ko lang yung
Para
parang
malinaw, para
sa
malinaw.
bahay lang tayo ulit lahat.
baka mabash ka kasi. Para malinaw, hindi yung sakit, no? Ano lang to, yung...
Alam mo naman yung mga tao, lagi ka naman nila ibabash. Kahit ano sabi mo, sige, ibash nyo na rin ako. Charing.
hindi.
Pero hindi, minsan naiisip ko yon kasi
The
di ba
break.
during the pandemic, we're just all at home. We can still work while we're at home. Mas marami tayong oras with our loved ones.
Yun.
Mas marami tayong pahinga. And then, mas na-realize natin during the pandemic kung ano yung mas importante.
Agree.
At hindi pera yon.
It's money's not everything. Diba? We need it, but it's not everything. Melo, we hope we were able to at least enlighten you on your situation, help you a little bit, with what you're going through.